Episode 568. In truth, the 5 members of Slaying Building LAN hadn't gone far before they launched into a heated debate.
Was that person really the great Ye Chu?
Of course, that was the first thing to figure out. The Yi Chu fan among the 5, the Battle Mage, was the first to eagerly raise this question.
We can't be sure about that just yet. But if it really is the great Yi Chu, then all those puzzling rumors we've been gossiping about would have a perfect explanation. Reaching level 50 to complete the God War quest, possessing a self-made silver weapon, yet never receiving any offers from a professional club. But if it's Yi Chu, doesn't that all make perfect sense?
Slaying the Tower said.
That's true.
Another person chimed in.
The fact that no club has tried to recruit him yet, that's the biggest tell of all. With talent like that, and all the publicity he's generated, whether he's the real deal or not, you'd bring him in for a trial run and sign him up if he's halfway decent. At the very least, he'd be a huge attention grabber in the short term. It's a pretty decent opportunity for a publicity stunt. Yet no club actually did that. It couldn't be that no one thought of it. There must have been some condition holding them back. If it's Yi Chu, then of course they'd be helpless.
If it really is Yi Chu, then he'd need to have been retired for at least a full year. His comeback would be during this winter's transfer window. If we want him to join, we'd have to wait until then to get him re-registered.
The 4th member of the team chimed in.
You're thinking that far ahead already?
The 5th member of the team asked.
The identity hasn't been confirmed yet. And even if it is, didn't you hear what that woman said? She's already Yi Chu's boss now, and he's acknowledged it. Looks like he's already found his partner.
That woman, I think her jumping out and making a fuss shows a lack of confidence. I'd bet she doesn't have enough faith in this partnership yet. She's not as steady as that guy who might be Yi Chu.
Zan Lulan continued.
So, what's the plan now?
Everyone, carry on with your tasks. As for that guy, Xiao Bei, keep an eye on him. I think you'll find it quite interesting.
Zan Lulan said with a laugh.
I'll do it.
The Battle Mage, known as Xiao Bei, was a die-hard Ye Chu fan. Going to say hello was something he was more than happy to do. After seeing off Slaying Building LAN, Ye Chu and the others went back to leveling. No one brought up the earlier incident again. But Chen Guo's mood was far from calm. Even though Yi Chu had personally confirmed she was the boss, after discovering there were competitors like this, she found herself wavering. Zan Lulan's assessment of Chen Guo was spot on. At this moment, she was indeed lacking in confidence. She had come to realize that with Yi Chu's skill and status, her own meager resources weren't much help at all. In fact, they might even be holding him back. The Glory Alliance's rules state that the 2 teams with the lowest rankings in the regular season are kicked out each year. That means 2 new teams can take their place. So there really are plenty of people investing in building teams, hoping to break into the Glory Pro Alliance. Chen Guo believed every single one of these investors was more capable than she was. With Yi Chu's skill and reputation, which of them would refuse if he showed any interest? But what kind of capital did she have here? Others might not know, but she was painfully aware. She probably couldn't even afford a single pro player's transfer fee. As a team owner, being this broke is almost a joke. Could an investor like her really help Yi Chu in his bid to make a comeback? Chen Guo realized her decision, made on a whim, was truly immature. Leaving the Excellent Era Guild was a minor thing, so was refusing to broadcast their matches. But to claim you'll form a team to take down Excellent Era, isn't that a bit too presumptuous?
Hey, what are you thinking about? Focus a little.
Yi Chu's words jolted Chen Guo back to reality. She glanced at the screen just in time to see his Lord Grimm slide past her character, deftly flipping a small monster that had crept too close. The launcher is a pure long-range DPS class. If you let a monster get this close without reacting, you're clearly not paying attention.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Chen Guo offered a pale excuse.
Still thinking about that guy from earlier?
Just a little.
What are you thinking about?
I was thinking about forming a team. Our strength is indeed a bit thin. Seeking some cooperation seems like a pretty solid idea.
It's a good idea, but there's one problem.
What's the problem?
We're not close with him.
We just met. Of course we're not close.
So you see, that's why they added us as friends and said they'd keep in touch. It's because they don't know us either.
You'll get to know them once you start talking.
Chen Guo said this, feeling a pang of sorrow. She desperately wanted to rebuild a team for Yi Shu all by herself, but she felt that relying solely on her own strength, she was completely failing at this. Did she really need to rely on others again? Chen Guo was deeply conflicted. Tang Ru was sitting right beside Ye Shu and Chen Guo. She hadn't been in the earlier environment, so she'd missed Jan Lu Lan's words, but that was the only part of the conversation she hadn't heard. Yi Shu and Chen Guo's conversation, however, was basically over. She sensed something was off about the situation, but Tang Ru had never been one to pry into other people's private affairs. But when the topic turned to the team, she felt she was part of it too, so she stepped up to add her 2 cents.
Who did you run into?
Seems like a wealthy one.
Huh? What's your angle?
Seems he wants to form a team too, so he asked if he could join us.
Why not let him join us?
Good idea.
Yi Shu praised. Chen Guo was speechless. How could Tang Ru be even more unrealistic than she was?
Hey, how's your solo dungeon practice been going lately?
Yi Shu was just grinding mobs, a task he found incredibly easy, so he often had time to give Tang Ru some pointers.
It's a bit slow, but I feel like I'm improving a lot.
Your level isn't the main thing. Focus on honing your skills.
So you're saying your skills are already at their peak, and there's no need to improve them, is that it?
In the current world of glory, that's absolutely true.
Yi Shu's tone was deadly serious.
It won't be for long.
Tang Ru was equally serious.
I look forward to seeing that day soon.
Aren't you afraid of being shown up and embarrassed?
I'm just afraid I won't have time to wait for that moment.
Tang Ru was taken aback, and a wave of melancholy washed over her. In the end, no one can hold back the laws of nature. The 3 of them were each lost in their own private melancholy, and the atmosphere grew heavy. That was, until Chen Guo suddenly spoke up again.
Notice he's coming over.
I see them.
Melancholy aside, Ye Shu didn't slack off on what needed to be done. He kept scanning the surroundings, a task made easy by the open terrain. He'd already spotted 3 people charging straight toward them.